In the ancient world, there were four great powers. You've definitely heard of three of them: Rome, Persia, and China. But the fourth, a global superpower that had its hands on the very arteries of world trade, has been almost completely forgotten.
This is the story of the Aksumite Empire. We're talking about an African kingdom that grew so rich and powerful. It minted its own gold coins right alongside the Roman Caesars. They built monuments that rivaled the engineering marvels of the ancient world.
For centuries, it was a crossroads of innovation, faith, and unimaginable wealth, linking Africa, Europe, and Asia. So, why has its story been nearly erased?
Well, the secrets to their staggering fortune and the reasons for their silent disappearance are more shocking than you can imagine. Picture a kingdom literally overflowing with gold. A place where merchants from Rome, India, and Arabia traveled for months just to trade for priceless ivory, emeralds, and spices. This wasn't some myth or legend. It was the kingdom of Aksum, centered in the highlands of modern-day Ethiopia and Eritrea.
Today on Halo of Time, we're telling the story of one of the four greatest kingdoms on Earth. A kingdom and people that didn't just take part in global trade, they dominated it, becoming so legendary for their wealth that their name was known across 3 continents. Yet today, most people have never even heard of them. The secret to Aksum's incredible wealth wasn't just one thing. It was a perfect storm of geography, timing, and pure ambition. Sitting right at the crossroads of Africa, Arabia, and the Mediterranean, Aksum controlled the most vital trade routes of its time.
Around the 1st century AD, global commerce was revolutionized by a new maritime system. Using the monsoon winds of the Indian Ocean, ships could now sail directly from Roman Egypt to India, completely bypassing the old, slow overland routes.
And at the very heart of this new global highway was Aksum's legendary port city of Adulis. Located on the Red Sea coast, Adulis became the main pipeline for African goods pouring into the Roman Empire. Ivory, tortoise shells, emeralds, and exotic animals flowed out, while silk and spices from India were rerouted through its markets.
But the two things that truly built the empire were gold and ivory. Aksum controlled huge gold deposits, with ancient writers describing rivers that literally glittered with the stuff. This wasn't just for show, it was the engine of their entire economy.
Aksum was one of the very first African civilizations to mint its own coins, striking beautiful currency in gold, silver, and bronze, starting in the late 3rd century. These coins have been discovered as far away as India and Roman Palestine, proving just how wide their influence was.
Minting gold coins was a power move, a privilege only shared by global giants like Rome and Persia. This put Aksum on equal footing with the greatest empires of the day.
At the same time, the Roman Empire had an insatiable appetite for African ivory, and Aksum became its #1 supplier. By controlling the trade routes from Africa's interior to the port of Adulis, they squeezed out their rivals, like the declining kingdom of Kush, and created a virtual monopoly. The wealth that poured in was staggering, funding massive building projects, and a powerful navy to protect their interests on the Red Sea.
The immense wealth of Aksum wasn't just locked away in vaults. It was put on full display in monumental architecture that still baffles engineers. The most iconic symbols of their power are the giant stelae, or obelisks, of Aksum.
These are single-piece granite towers, carved to look like multi-story buildings with fake doors and windows, and they were erected to mark the underground tombs of the elite.
The largest of them all, the great stelae, would have stood nearly 108 feet tall, 33 meters, and weighed over 500 tons, making it one of the largest single blocks of stone humans have ever tried to erect. It now lies broken where it fell, a silent testament to an ambition that pushed ancient engineering to its absolute limits.
Another, the 79-foot-tall obelisk of Aksum, was actually looted by Mussolini's Italian troops in 1937 and only returned to Ethiopia in 2005. The sheer resources and organization needed to quarry, transport, and raise these monoliths showed just how powerful and sophisticated the Aksumite state really was.
But much of Aksum's treasure remained hidden for centuries. In recent decades, archaeology has started to peel back the layers of myth. One of the most incredible discoveries came in 2015, with the unearthing of a 2,000-year-old tomb of a high-status woman nicknamed Sleeping Beauty.
She was found curled on her side, looking into a Roman bronze mirror. She wore a necklace made of thousands of beads and was buried with other extraordinary items, including ornate cosmetic tools and perfectly preserved Roman glass vessels. Finds like this prove that Aksum was trading heavily with Rome centuries earlier than previously thought.
And then there's the legend that has wrapped Aksum in mystery for millennia. The claim that it's the final resting place of the Ark of the Covenant.
According to Ethiopian tradition, the Ark was brought to Aksum by Menelik I, the son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, and is kept today in a chapel at the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion. While this remains a matter of faith, it has made Aksum the holiest site in Ethiopia and speaks to the kingdom's deep and enduring legacy.
For hundreds of years, Aksum was a titan of the ancient world. So what happened? Why did this African superpower just fade away?
The fall of Aksum wasn't a single dramatic event. It was a slow, quiet collapse caused by a perfect storm of problems. The first major blow came with the rise of Islam in the 7th century.
As Arab empires expanded across North Africa and the Middle East, they seized control of the Red Sea. Aksum, which had built its entire economy on that maritime trade, was suddenly and catastrophically cut off. Its port city of Adulis was destroyed, and the river of gold and luxury goods simply dried up.
At the same time, the kingdom was facing a severe environmental crisis. Centuries of intense farming and deforestation led to soil erosion and ruined farmland. Climate data from the region points to long periods of drought, causing crop failures and widespread food shortages.
The very land that had made Aksum rich was now betraying it. Weakened from the inside and isolated from the outside, the empire began to crack. The minting of coins stopped, a telltale sign that the economy was in freefall.
The population was forced to move further inland, abandoning the great capital city itself. What came next was a dark age with very few surviving historical records. The final blow may have come around the year 960, when local legends tell of a destructive queen named Gudit, who overran what was left of the kingdom, burning churches and toppling monuments.
Unlike the dramatic fall of Rome, there was no single battle that marked Aksum's end. It was a slow fade, an empire that crumbled under the weight of economic isolation, environmental collapse, and internal conflict.
But the legacy of Aksum was never completely erased. Its towering stelae still stand as silent witnesses to its former glory. The Ge'ez script, one of Africa's only indigenous written languages, lives on in religious texts. And the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, which traces its roots directly to King Ezana's conversion to Christianity back in the 4th century, is still a vibrant institution today.
Archaeologists continue to unearth new treasures, piecing together the story of this incredible civilization. Aksum wasn't just a regional power, it was a global player that stood shoulder to shoulder with Rome.
It is a testament to a history far richer and more complex than what we're often taught. Its story is proof that there are still incredible wonders and powerful truths waiting to be rediscovered.
The story of Aksum is a powerful reminder that history is filled with forgotten empires. For too long, historical bias has dismissed or ignored the achievements of African civilizations. If you believe these histories deserve to be told, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Let us know in the comments what other lost kingdoms you want to see us explore next. Thanks for listening.
This has been Halo of Time. If you enjoyed this journey, hit the like button and share it with someone who loves history as much as we do. Until next time, stay curious.